You want me to fix this mess so some schmuck can lend you a silly old motorboat?
Yes, Joshua, that's what I said. Come on, let's see if you can fix this jalopy.
Brian, fiddling with this type of wreck is my personal forte. Don't you worry. We're treading on my main territory.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I broke the fall with my own skull. Yeah, just got a little bump on the noggin.
You think you'll be able to fix it?
I didn't break anything, but thanks.
I was talking about the Bronco.
That old antique is practically from the Wild West. But give me a while and I'll figure out why it's not bucking. For now, just find me a 10-gauge wrench and some oil to grease the machinery. 'Cause it's drier than Scullery Spring.
This guy's totally obsessed with 10-gauge wrenches. I brought you some tools, Joshua.
Let's see if there's a 10-gauge wrench in here. Or my tooth enamel will be permanently damaged from turning bolts with my mouth. Well, there's no 10-gauge. I'll have to make do with this 6-gauge and this 4-gauge together.
Joshua, take this lubricant I brought you.
Okay. Oh, excellent. So where's the toast?
There is no toast. It's to grease the machinery.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Yeah. Let's see if Lokelani is right. Man, it's dark. Who knows what's crawling around down there? There might be a token under the boards, but it's pitch black underneath. There was nothing as far as my arm could stretch anyway. Try to get the long-tailed troublemaker to go under there, grab a token, and give it to me? That would rank #1 on any list of outlandish ideas, but in my particular case, I've done nuttier things, and they've worked out in the end. Knowing that lemur's nasty ways, I doubt this'll work. But times are desperate. Come on, little guy. Bring a pretty token to nice old Uncle Brian. That's it, you lovable furball. In you go. I wonder if he's actually following my instructions or lunching on sand crabs. Hello? Good primate. Hey, wait! More whiskey, you sauced little scamp? No? What now? Beer. This is insane. Well, I guess I have no choice but to find my alcoholic lemur a brewski. I'm enslaved to a boozed-up simian. He's pretty darn good at drawing, though.
I wanted to ask you for something.
Oh, sorry. I must be the worst waitress in the Pacific. What can I do for you, Kaimi?
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to chat with you. I've been walking around in the sun for so long, I'm parched. Give me a beer, please.
Sure thing. That'll be $2.
Well, the truth is, I don't have a cent on me, but I'll pay you back. You can trust me.
Sorry, my boss doesn't let customers run a tab, and I don't trust men that much. While we're on that topic, there's something I wanted to mention.
I'm listening.
Here's the thing. I get the impression that you never listen to me when I'm talking to you. and it really bums me out.
But do you think I would have spent so much time with you if I didn't like hearing you describe the island, your work, your boyfriends?
That's easy to say, but I need you to demonstrate it. I've got it. I'll ask you a few questions about my ex-boyfriends, and if you're right, I'll give you a beer on the house.
Well, so far I haven't really gotten their names straight, I admit. Plus, you might ask me about a boyfriend you've never mentioned.
That must mean we need more quality time together. Ready?
If I must.
I had a Central European boyfriend who bears a great resemblance to the Colonel. What was his name? Kaimi?
Milo?
Well, all right, but that one was a cinch. I also went out with a Polynesian dude. His name was...
Lopati.
Not bad. Now let's see if you can remember which of my exes was of Indian origin.
Tiru.
Very good. Now for the last one. Which of my ex-boyfriends had the same name as you?
That one I know. Brian.
Now, did you think I'd make it that easy? I want his last name.
That's not fair. Plus, I'm sure you never mentioned it.
Well, of course I mentioned it, silly.
I swear you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
All right, stop it. I mentioned it, period. If you don't remember, that's your problem. Spit it out.
Russell.
Oh, Kaimi. Finally a guy who knows how to listen to a girl. Come here, you've earned a free beer. Though I don't know if I have any left after Kai and Knife's daily 7-beer brunch. Oh, you're in luck. There's one left.
Thanks, Lokilani. It is truly ice cold. If that deadbeat monkey gets a sore throat, I hope nobody blames me.
Are you alright, Kaimi? You look like you're out of it.
Me? Not at all. I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Little demon, look what your slave brought. I hope he doesn't pass out down there. Little demon? Why, you... That's better. It's so much easier to get tokens back on Coney Island. Well, kid, nice to have met you, but I think it's time to go our separate... Okay. Oh, jeez, he's hitting the bottle again. Where would he end up if I wasn't taking care of him? Yeah, but first, look at Lonnie! Come get in a picture with me!
Okay, coming.
It'd be a waste to leave one of those face holes empty. Plus, if things don't work out, at least I'll have a photo of myself surfing in Hawaii with a majorly hot native. Gotta think of the consolation prize. Okay, she's almost here. Stick it in. Hurry, the timer's running. Well, wasn't that fun?
Sure. Hey, I'm heading back to the bar. I don't like to leave Aolani alone for long.
Looks like it came out nice. Perfect. You can tell from a mile away that those bodies are fake, but I like it anyway.
Lokilani, I wanted to ask you for something.
Oh, sorry. I must be the worst waitress in the Pacific. What can can I do for you, Kaimi?
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to chat with you. I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Wak, 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 wak. Ghetto, wak, wak, wak.
How's it going, Joshua?
I'd say I've patched them all up, but there's no juice. And if there's no juice, then the bovine won't bust a move.
Which in common earthling means the bull won't work without electrical current. That's fine, Joshua. I'll see what I can do.
Wak.
Hey, what was that? Are you messing with the circuit breaker, Kaimi?
Yeah?
Well, you better turn my electricity back on, because my fan stopped and it's a scorcher today.
So, Brian, you feel like taking a ride on an automatic cow?
Don't tell me you fixed the bucking bronco.
I just finished up my little handiwork. And stop fooling yourself. It's definitely a cow. I've seen it from underneath. And I know whereof I speak.
Whatever, a cow. Yes, siree, whatever you say. But does it work?
Of course. Then let's get moving.
Hey, where are you going?
To find Professor Simon. Come on, we're in a hurry.
You'll have to wait just a tiny bit longer. I still have to run a few errands before we can leave.
Okay. I'll wait for you in my hut. Try and get the move on. Remember, you've got a whole race of aliens waiting for you to finish running your little errands.
My goodness, I'm gonna need to see a shrink if I keep talking with that nutcase. Not that I don't trust Joshua, but I'd better try it out. Loki Lonnie! Can you hit the bucking bronco button, please?
Alrighty, partner. Let's see how much you can take.
Man, this thing is already moving.
Now that I think about it, there aren't many cows in New York, are there?
Ha ha! Well, she's a feisty thing, isn't she? I wonder whether those tattoos mean something. How's it hanging, Knife?
Just what you see, bro. What about you? How's it hanging?
Before, you said you studied surfing at the university.
Like I told you already, mate. It's way cooler than law, economics, or any of that bogus crud.
Loki Lonnie told me you have a motorboat.
Loki Lonnie's a sweet babe, ain't she? So what about the motorboat?
I think you used the motorboat to look for waves on the nearby islands.
No, that was before. The guys in green told me they'll whip out their guns and shoot me if I use it. They must hate surfing so much that one of them says he wants to fly over the beach in a helicopter while I'm surfing, and use me for target practice. People are just totally wacko.
Could I borrow your motorboat?
My regrets, mate. If those army thugs catch you, they'll rough you up and leave me boatless. Then forget looking for waves, cars, classes, and everything surfing means. Plus, just this morning I tuned it up, and I don't want you screwing it up.
What does everything surfing means stand for, if I may ask?
Mate, surfing is a philosophy of life. On the one hand, it forces you to let yourself get carried away by the currents of nature. And on the other, it makes you control the situation so you won't wipe out. To achieve that, which is the essence of surfing, you just need two things: balance and foresight. 3 days, mate. 3 days without riding a wave.
Is surfing your only pastime?
No, mate, normally, I work as a tourist guide. I take them down to get all stoked over the lake, the falls, the temple, and fishing, but right now, I'm on a required vacation. And not a single pathetic wave to ride.
Don't you take him to Loki Lonnie's bar?
That Loki Lonnie's a hot babe. Fair dinkum, eh? Of course, I take them there, and she pays me a commission for every drink they slip down. Mate, I make more off of that than my salary.
And Kai is that good of a teacher?
He's one righteous mate. In the beginning, I'm majorly stressed, but he made me walk around the whole island and substitute for him as a tourist guide. Then I wigged out even more because he made me wax boards for 2 weeks. Wax on, wax off. And on top of it, he just laid there without moving a finger. I almost returned to California. Or Australia, that is. But then he started to teach me for real, and you gotta admit, the mate's better than the whole surfing university faculty put together. Plus, I realized he's no bum. He's just meditating.
Let's talk about your motorboat again.
Isn't that like totally rad?
What were we talking about before?
I don't know, about surfing maybe?
If I told you that I know how you could start surfing right now, would you lend me your motorboat?
Mate, you are more mythical than the Red Hot Chili Peppers. How can I do that?
You grab your board and follow me.
Okay, mate, I figured it out already. Where's the hidden camera?
No, Knife, this is serious.
Well, it's the lamest serious thing I've ever done. And mate, have I done a few.
Well, think whatever you want. Look at Lonnie, could you hit it again?
Right away, Kaimi.
Well, man, what do you think?
Awesome, mate.
So, is it a deal? Can I use your motorboat?
Like, totally, mate. It's all yours.
Yes. The first part of my plan is complete. Now I have to concentrate on the rest. Sneaking into that camp. I don't think she's interested in that. I don't know whether she's smart, crazy, or a bit of both. Hey, Loki Lonnie.
What's on your mind, Kaimi?
Tell me about that Movie Magic makeover software again.
Grease Paint Pro? Isn't it unbelievable?
Could you use Grease Paint Pro to make me look like somebody else?
Yeah, but you'd have to bring me a picture of the person you want to look like, and one of yourself.
Why don't you take my picture? I bet you have the latest state-of-the-art digital camera.
Had is the word. That's the only trouble when your boyfriend is a professional thief.
What is that Grease Paint Pro thing?
It's the computer software we movie makeup artists use. You can scan a picture of the character you want to create, another of the person you're making over, and in a few seconds it gives you a range of makeup options. Along with the list of the products you'll need, the features you should accentuate or cover up. To put it simply, it's a very expensive wonder program that only big production companies can afford.
But with Grease Paint Pro alone, it's not enough, is it? I bet it's useless without your talent.
They're all essential. The computer, the talent, the scanner, the printer, and of course, the makeup products. I don't mean to brag, but I have them all. The great thing about having a computer geek as a boyfriend is that he can set up a home machine for you that's better than the ones most professionals use.
What were we chatting about?
All you men are the same. You're so busy looking at our cleavage, you can't pay attention to what we're saying. So it makes no difference. We can talk about whatever you wish.
I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Here you go, Loki-Lani. The first of the photos you asked me for.
I'm afraid you made the trip for nothing. Until I have them both, I can't start to work my makeup magic.
Don't worry, I'll have the other one in a jiffy.
Yes, Kaimi. I'll wait for you here.
Loki-Lani, look at this. See? I brought you the other one in no time.
Dude, you never cease to impress me. Well, anyway, I'm going to my hut to scan the pics. Depending on what Grease Paint Pro says, I'll know whether I have everything I need to do your makeover.
Should I go with you?
No, it'll just take a few minutes. You'd better stay here and keep an eye on Aolani.
All right, but first let me see if the electricity's on at your house.
I knew it. At least I got her lights back on.
Good thing I made sure. It's ready, whenever you want.
Kissy kid, who's gonna be a good boy now? Mama's only going to be a minute, so in the meantime, Aolani will play with Uncle Kaimi, won't he?
Give me another ride, babe.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the parrot.
Cockatoo, Kaimi. It's a cockatoo.
Whew. Finally, some peace and quiet. Maybe I'll have myself a drink. And despite what Loki-Lani said, I'm sure there's some beer. Hey! Can't I mention the word beer without having a drunken lemur ruin my day? Now I'll have to go find that parrot before Oh no, she's coming back already. Can't let her see me. Oh man, where can I hide?
That was a close one. And now I have to go hunt down a foul-mouthed parrot. It's the only way to keep Loki-Lani from hating me forever. Which is not what I want.
Kaimi, where were you?
Crap. She's gonna make me walk the plank.
Hi, Loki-Lani.
What's up? Should we head for my hut?
It wasn't my fault that... Huh?
I said I have everything ready for your makeover. Plus, I brought you a gift. Here.
Wow. Is that what I'm gonna look like? You are one full-on artist. And you didn't even get mad about what happened to Aolani. You're amazing.
Aolani? What's the matter with my cute little... Hey, where's Aolani? My poor little birdie. Where in the world could he be?
So, should we start heading for your hut then?
I hope you have an explanation for this.
Yeah, well, where to begin? You see, suddenly like 10 or 20 drunken lemurs showed up. So I jumped onto the bar, brandishing a bottle of scotch, and warned them, "Back, you filthy beasts, or you'll get a taste of my jagged-edged bottle." Then they said, "Blast it, this roguish fiend must be selling his grog for a hefty sum." I started swinging and hitting left and right until... Pushing back the invading hordes to the confines of the jungle, I finally managed to safeguard your fine establishment. However, upon my return, Aolani had vanished. Pretty freaky, huh?
Scotch, lemurs. Men, you go around promising this and that, and then a girl walks away for 2 seconds, and you just disappear and forget everything. My dear Kaimi, if you think I'm going to help you after this, then you're dumber than the rest of the members of your sex put together. Now scram, Buster. I don't want to see your face at my bar.
Brian, you idiot. Did you hear what I heard? That little weasel must be somewhere around here. Come on, I'm going after him.
I guess I deserve all this for having such an exotic, poorly mannered pet, but she should have stuck that bird to its perch with glue. Anyway, there's no use just talking about it now. I'll go look for him. Maybe if I bring him back, I can get onto Lokilani's good side again.
Come on, you've got to get that darn bird back, pronto. I'll tell O'Connor to climb up and get him. And in the meantime, I'll take the opportunity to slip the doctored photo into his book. That'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Hey, O'Connor, there's a parrot up in that palm tree. Use that training of yours to get it down here, ASAP.
Sir, yes, sir.
No! Poor little beast, you killed it! Oh, man. I better hide the carcass quick before Lokilani sees it. Lucky thing my pockets are huge and I can keep Aolani far from Little Demon. Everyone knows how wild animals can get after a long siesta. It's strange, though. I didn't see any blood or a bullet hole.
Of course not, sir. I shot 1 millimeter above its head. Just enough for the speeding bullet to make it fall.
What? But it's dead as a doorknob.
Must have been the scare, sir. You didn't mention the bird had a weak heart, sir. In that case, I should have used stones, which are almost as effective, but not so frightening.
Are you pulling my leg?
Negative, sir. Do you know any man able to shoot someone with just 1 bullet from a distance of 1 kilometer in a headwind?
No.
Me neither.
Is that all? Don't you have anything else to say?
Do you need more information, sir? What about?
Just forget it. Don't try to find any hidden meaning. I didn't get that either. By the way, when I commented on killing 2 birds with 1 stone, I didn't mean it to be so literal. Anyway, at least the doctored photo is now in place. As for the bird, who knows? I guess I'll need a miracle now. Hi, Genkai.
Aloha, Brian. What's up?
According to Lokilani, your grandpa was a witch doctor.
Nani koki Lokelani, huh? Yeah, my grandpa and my great-grandpa before him was the island's official kahuna and official witch doctor of the poultry god. His specialty was bringing poultry shop chickens back to life.
Is it true that if a bird dropped dead, your grandpa could revive it?
That was his specialty as a kahuna. He was called Kini Papa Moa, which means something like King of the Sick Poultry. He was so famous they showed him on TV around the world until the National Bird Lovers Association denounced mistreatment of our fine feathered friends, and he was never allowed to revive a bird again. Then he started learning Reiki to use as a hangover remedy, but he never seemed to be very good at it. Maybe it's because he only had 1 hand.
I guess you must know a thing or two about witch doctoring.
My grandfather would always take me to his Hawaii, his ritual hut, which is where he would teach me everything a good kahuna should know. Sharks are the spirits of our ancestors. To revive a bird, add a bit of this and a dash of that. Do this, do that.
So, your great-grandpa was a witch doctor too?
Yeah, brah, they say he was a specialist in hearing the future through the sound of waves. Though I've also heard he was born without one of his ears.
Maybe we should talk about witch doctoring some other day.
Alright, brah.
Do you know if there's any way into the military camp without being seen?
Not a one, brah. Those soldiers are as wa'awa'iki as they seem. They set up around the Tiki Temple, and that place is practically impenetrable.
I'll just keep strolling around the island.
Aloha ka'ua, Brian. I'm just gonna keep meditating for a while.
It's probably a waste of time, but I've been helped out in stranger ways. Kai, I bet you can also revive poultry, like your grandpa.
I'm not so sure, Brian. I haven't seen poultry around here anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
Would a parrot do?
Hey, brah. That's Aolani. What happened to him?
Well, I guess he kind of flew to bluer skies, but...
Bluer skies? No, brah, he's not fully dead. Just kinda dead. Which means he's slightly unalive, or what we could call provisionally dead. I think the technical expression the kahunas use is, he has a life ache. I don't think I can help the bra out. But even so, there's a little problem. I could only try to revive him in the Hawaii where my grandpa lived, in his witch doctor hut. And I can't remember where that's at, brah.
But didn't you say your grandpa used to take you there a lot?
Yeah, but I was just a little tyke, and I never paid attention to the directions. I looked for it like a million times, but no can do, brah. I remember it was like toward the northwest of the island. There were a bunch of graves by it and, well, that's all. Plus, without my leg, I'd need some amazing airs to reach that part of the island.
Darn, I thought I had the answer to my troubles. I'll have to attempt to locate that hut. But if the soldiers are keeping watch on most of the island, I doubt they'll let me search all over the place. Why didn't I think of that before? If the rugrat has been using the prosthetic leg as a shovel, it may be buried near the turtle. Here it is. It's just the way Kai described it. I've never liked being the center of attention. The machine gun guys should be grateful. Just aiming at me is giving the poor guy some entertainment. I'd like to talk with the colonel again.
Again? You're lucky I'm so friendly. Anyone else would have sent you packing. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the colonel again. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the colonel's tent.
As you order. Leslie, this is the guy who wants to have a word with the colonel.
One moment, my colonel. Thank you, Felton. You, come here, please.
The gun as usual.
Mr.
Colonel, I surprised.
Uh-huh.
Huge trunks.
I've taken note, my colonel.
The gun as usual.
Your name?
Brian Basco.
Well, Mr. Basco, wait here. Mr. What's-his-face wishes to speak with you, my colonel.
Who? Tell him I'm asleep, flower pot.
But he can hear you speaking right now, my colonel.
I must be speaking in my sleep, flower pot.
No, Daddy, you're more of the snoring type.
Flower pot, that memory of yours is worse than a senile old general's. Get it through that thick skull of yours that there are no mommies or daddies in the army. Get over here a minute. I need to explain something. And pull those shirt tails right out of your pants. You look like a mama's boy. Look here, Lester. Why do you think I call you Flower Pot? To belittle you? No. It's such an outlandish surname that nobody will suspect it's fake. If the troops knew I sired a dim-witted boob like you, they'd lose their confidence in me, and I'd be shafted. You get it, son?
Why the heck not? My writing is so similar to Leslie's that I could get him to believe he wrote it himself, following his father's orders. If I do it carefully, nobody will see me. What should I put? may not get anywhere by doing this, but what the heck.
Out of my sight, flower pot.
You can come in, Mr. whatever you're called.
Thanks.
I see you enjoy ticking me off. Answer. What are you doing on my island?
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Just for the record, you're not leaving because you wanna. You're leaving because I threw you out. Make like a bee and buzz off.